Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so that potential buyers can learn more about the business and the seller to help them make an informed buying decision. If you would like to learn more about this business, including details like what type of business it is, how much revenue and profit it makes, and all of the assets included with the business, simply visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business's listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and in the description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. So without further ado, let's get into this interview. First up, let's learn a little bit about you. Can you tell us about your background in building and running online businesses?
I started in e-commerce almost 10 years ago. Started off with a drop shipping website, and after a couple of years moved into Amazon FBA and designing and developing proprietary products, which is also the same time that I began building this brand. Amazon and e-commerce is genuinely what I love doing. I have done it for quite some time, and so this is a great brand and great business to be in.
Why are you selling the business now instead of keeping it and growing it further?
I currently own and operate 3 separate Amazon FBA brands, this being one of them. And I've just got a lot on my plate right now. There have been too many instances over the last, I'd say, 6 to 8 months where I had intentions of sitting down and designing new products for this brand specifically, which is what I feel will help drive a lot of the growth for the brand moving forward. And as I look back at all of those times where I said that I was going to sit down and design new products, the reality is that I've gotten distracted or preoccupied with other things in life or the other brands that I operate and just have not been able to fulfill my own personal goal for that brand. And so it's come to the realization that it's time to find a new owner who can drive forward this brand and has the time and creative energy to help bring new products to life.
Can you describe the amount and the type of work that you do on this business to maintain it?
Time involvement for the existing operations of the business are not huge. I would estimate maybe roughly 4 to 10 hours per week on average is what it takes to manage the existing operations. That consists of everything from reviewing and managing inventory levels to ensure that there is product available for sale, reviewing customer feedback and listings to make sure that everything is in compliance with Amazon, placing purchase orders as inventory levels are getting low, and also facilitating freight into either Amazon FBA, Amazon's AWD 3PL warehouse, or even potentially, if you like, your own separate warehouse or 3PL where you can warehouse some of the inventory. There's also some time spent in reviewing and optimizing ad campaigns. Depending on the time of the year, if it's a high selling season, which typically occurs in the fall and in the winter, might require a little bit more time in reviewing and optimizing those ad campaigns. But for other parts of the year, there's probably not a lot of time involvement with optimizing ad campaigns. There's also significant opportunity for designing new products. And for a new owner, you can, of course, spend as much time as you'd like on designing new products or as little time as you'd like. Of course, that would be fully up to you.
So if you were to keep this business, what are some of the ways you would try to grow it?
The number one growth opportunity for this brand really is just designing new products. There are a massive amount more of niches that you could design products for. This brand has brand registry 2.0, and so you have direct access to Amazon search data. And really the name of the game is filtering through that search data, identifying what customers are searching for, and then developing a unique design around whatever that specific niche is. There are tremendous amount of opportunities for that. We have some great suppliers lined up in Asia that allow for low MOQs. And so that means you have a better ability to test out a new design without a massive cost to do that. And so it makes the process efficient. And really the name of the game for this brand is testing out a new design, ordering whatever number of units that you personally feel comfortable with, test it on the US marketplace. If it sells well, of course, you can scale it. If it doesn't, you can liquidate the remaining inventory or just stop selling it when you sell through and then move on to the next design.
Right. And what would you say are the biggest risks with this business that buyers should be aware of?
This is a home decor and stylistic brand. And so any brand that designs home products are always subject to stylistic trends. A lot of them last for at least several years. And so a lot of the products that we have designed, we have been selling them since 2017, so quite a number of years. We try to design products for places where there's not massive and frequent shift in stylistic trends. But as anything with home decor and design related products, they can, of course, be subject to just change in consumer trends and behaviors.
How much support are you willing to offer the buyer who acquires this business?
It's really important to me that the new owner of this brand feels fully comfortable and is sufficient to operate moving forward, both in the operations and Seller Central and also with growth-related opportunities of finding keyword search data, finding trends, walking through the process of the creative process and bringing new products to life and working with suppliers. And so for the first 30 days, I can offer up to 20 hours of support, which could be a combination of email, phone, and video calls. After the initial 30 days, I am still available for email support. If there are additional needs that would be needed by the buyer after that point, I am fully open to discussing what your needs are and putting together some type of support program that ultimately helps you feel comfortable and confident to take this brand over and grow it moving forward.
Are you open to negotiating something like an earn-out agreement?
This is a small Amazon brand, and I'm not sure that an earn-out payment structure is the most appropriate simply based on the size of the business. If this is an important element for the buyer, I am certainly open and willing to discuss what the needs are and explore whether it might be the right structure both for you and for me.
Okay, final question. If you had to put yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why is your business a business worth buying?
This brand has been really fun and creative for me personally, and I hope it will be for the new owner, especially someone with a creative mindset. The margins on these products can be very high, especially when you find a winner and a design that really resonates with the target market. The products themselves are relatively simple. They are on the smaller side. They are lightweight. They don't have a lot of different types of material or moving parts and pieces, which makes freight easy. It makes operations easier, particularly with the suppliers that we have, which we really only have one or two suppliers. And so it makes it very easy to have a concept for a new product or a new design, have it designed. We have the supplier that's already in place. And so all that they need to do is print it and order a small quantity, test it out in the US market. And then, of course, if it's a winner, you can scale it. And if not, your dollar investment is relatively small. And so you can liquidate it, move on, and ultimately find a core collection of products that are winners that are really the basis for the business. So it's been a great business for me. I've loved it. And I genuinely hope whoever takes it on after myself will enjoy it as well.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this business is still for sale, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for this business listing number, which you can find in the video thumbnail and description. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. Once you've unlocked this listing, you'll find everything you need to know about this business. So, thanks for joining us. See you next time.